Hey everybody, I'm Paintball Dad. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Today I want to talk about kind of a fun topic. Is paintball more popular in states where you can't get real guns? Now let me tell you how I came up with this topic. I was actually talking to a friend of mine, and I was telling him how I feel like the paintball scene was much more active in my home state of New Jersey than it is down here in my new home state of South Carolina. And he gave kind of a funny response. He says, it's almost like paintball is more popular in states where you can't get a real gun. Now his response actually did make me laugh, and it had me actually thinking, like, wait a minute, is that true? Because when I think about the paintball scene up in the New Jersey, New York area, I can immediately think of a lot of pro and semi-pro paintball teams. We used to have Top Gun United, New Jersey Authority, and now we have Leverage as our semi-pro team. And then New York has the Brooklyn Bears and New York Extreme as their pro paintball teams. And I also remember that there was a lot of paintball fields in New Jersey and New York. Like, I couldn't drive more than 30 minutes without running into a paintball field or a paintball store. But now that I live in South Carolina, it's a lot harder to find paintball fields, and there's really not that many pro or semi-pro paintball teams down here. I actually don't think there's any pro teams out of South Carolina, North Carolina, or the Georgia or even Tennessee area. I think the closest pro team we have is Reva, which is technically out of like the Baltimore or Virginia area. But South Carolina does have two active semi-pro teams, Smoke out of Charleston and Greenville Growl. And now on top of not having a lot of pro or semi-pro teams in the area, there's also just not a lot of paintball fields in my area. There is one paintball field nearby me, like about 30 minutes away from where I live, but it's only a woods ball field. If I want to go to like a real paintball field that has speedball and woods ball and working bathrooms and a pro shop, I have to drive at least an hour and 15 minutes away. So at first I was thinking like maybe there is some real logic to this idea that paintball is more popular in states where you can't get real guns. Especially when you consider that California is like the biggest state for paintball. Yeah, I really started to think like this is 100% a true statement. But there are a couple of exceptions, like Texas and Florida. However, those two states are also just really densely populated. They're like 2 to 3 times more populated than most of the other southern states. So it's kind of just like a game of probability. Of course, there's going to be more paintball in those states. But let me show you what I mean. I'm going to pull up Google Maps and show you what I mean when I say like there's not a lot of paintball fields in the Carolina area and that there were a lot of paintball fields in the New Jersey, New York area. And while I'm doing this, I want to say that I'm not doing this to like throw shade on the South or on the paintball scene in the South. I actually want the paintball scene to grow. I want it to do better. But fixing a problem starts by recognizing the problem. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to type in paintball South Carolina, and this is everything that shows up. Let's take a count of everything that pops up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me hold on. Is that one North Carolina? That one's North Carolina. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so 15 paintball stores or shops in South Carolina. Wait a minute. Lexington Paintball? I have never heard of that. Okay, that is interesting to me. That's something new. Wow. Opening on July 1st. Okay, so this is really cool because I just in real time found out about a new paintball facility that is like not too far from me. Because here's what I was talking about before. My closest home field is Trigger Time Paintball. And it's, you know, it's a fun place to go to sometimes, but they only have woods ball. So I don't like going there all the time. The next closest place that I can go to that has speedball is an hour and 15 minutes away, either Palmetto Hills or Paintball Central in Rock Hill, South Carolina. So anyways, where were we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I forgot the Charleston area. 15 stores and shops. Now, let's go up to New Jersey. Here we have New Jersey, a much smaller state than South Carolina. But here we have, let's see here, starting from the bottom, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 fields or stores. That's a lot. That's like that. Okay, that's 3 more fields or stores than South Carolina, and this is a state that is so much smaller. But as you can see, like, because it's so much smaller, that's why I was saying, like, I couldn't go more than half an hour without running into some kind of a paintball field or shop, because, like, I lived right around here. Where am I? Dang it, now I can't find home. Where's home? Okay, I've got Hepatcon. Okay, Bridgewater. I know my way from Bridgewater. Take 22 east. Okay, Plainfield. So, there used to be a shop actually in my hometown, like right on that highway, Route 22. But anyways, so from that epicenter of Plainfield, if I drove anywhere, I was bumping into a lot of paintball stuff. If I drove up north, I was bumping into a lot of paintball stuff. If I drove out east, same thing, paintball stuff, like, especially once you cross into the New York City area. And then same thing, south, a lot of paintball stuff. And like, it didn't take more than just a couple hours to get through the entire state. So yeah, it really sounded logical to me that paintball was more popular in states that you can't get real guns. Let's compare a couple of other states just to test this theory out. Okay, now the theory does fall apart when you look at a lot of the other states in the South. So let's look at Tennessee paintball. So let's see here. There's Tennessee. Now, Tennessee is not a very highly populated state, but it still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Is that still Tennessee? I think it is. I can't tell if that's... yeah, it's okay. It's still Tennessee. So there's more paintball fields in Tennessee than there are in New Jersey. So that's one that actually, breaks that theory that we were talking about. Let's check another state. North Carolina. Paintball. All right. Dang, that's a lot. Okay. How many fields and stores do we have in North Carolina? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. So that's a pretty good number. That's, I think, how many did New Jersey have? I don't even remember. Was it like 18? I think it was 18. So North Carolina is one of those states that breaks that theory that I was talking about, that this is one of those states where it's a lot easier to get guns, but paintball is actually still kind of popular down here. I should move to North Carolina. What about Virginia? Let's check Virginia. All right, let's see here. Starting from the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So kind of on par, I would say, with New Jersey. I thought there would be more in Virginia because I think that Virginia does have a higher population than North Carolina. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that Virginia doesn't have more paintball fields and stores. So my conclusion from this is that it's actually not true that paintball is less popular in states where you can easily get a real gun. I think South Carolina is just its own thing. South Carolina is just kind of struggling with the paintball scene, and that's something that I hope, gets fixed in the future. I am excited that I just saw that new paintball field opening up, although when I looked on their website, it didn't look very promising. It looked like it was mostly being marketed towards like people who don't know much about paintball. I saw they were charging like $40 for 2 hours of play and 150 paintballs. So it means you're paying $40 for less than a full hopper of paintballs. That's only going to last you like 15 minutes. I hate to say it, but I don't have high hopes for that field. And I think that's another thing that I have to say about South Carolina, as far as the paintball scene in South Carolina, is that there are actually quite a few fields that are like that are not very well established, and that's something that I'm not used to. When I was growing up in New Jersey, every paintball field that I went to was pretty well established. They all had speedball fields, they all had regulars, almost all of them had some kind of a pro shop in them. Now that I'm down here, I've seen a lot of fields that don't have a pro shop, that only have woods ball, that don't really have regulars that go to their fields. Some of them don't even have bathrooms. It's just sad to me because, you know, guns aside, like real guns aside, I just think of South Carolina as like a very great state for doing outdoor sports. Whether it's like mudding, dirt biking, football is very popular down here, outdoor shooting sports. This is a very good state to do outdoor sports in. So I just don't understand why South Carolina doesn't have a super thriving paintball scene. But anyways, that's all I have to say about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Why do you think that the paintball scene might be struggling down here in the South, or specifically in South Carolina? Why do you think the paintball scene has thrived in other states? Let me know what the paintball scene is like where you're from. And thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.